Ecstatic love, an essential subject from Vinayapedi. All the different humors and mellows of the devotees produce various specific feelings within the mind. And according to these differences, the symptoms of ecstatic love appear in different forms and degrees. If one's heart is highly elevated, grave and magnanimous, or if one's heart is rough and crude, different symptoms of ecstatic love will appear, influenced by the condition of the heart. Actually, people cannot generally understand such different qualities of mentality, but when one's heart is very soft or gentle, these symptoms become very easily visible, and one can understand them very clearly. The heart of one who is highly elevated and grave is compared to gold. If one's heart is very soft and gentle, his heart is compared to a cotton swab. Srila Prabhupada's books, lectures, conversations and letters offer a comprehensive presentation of this essential subject as seen in the Vinayapedi's ecstatic love category. An introduction from his books is given below in the following 12 quotes. Quotes from Srila Prabhupada's books. There are 10 meanings for the word bhakti, devotional service. One is Asthana Bhakti, execution of devotional service according to the regulative principles, and the other 9 are varieties of Prema Bhakti, ecstatic love of Godhead. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya LL 24.30. The first stage is technically called Asthana Bhakti, or devotional service in practice. The result of Asthana Bhakti must be ecstatic love, attachment for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, which is also called Prema Bhakti. In the neophyte stage, Asthana Bhakti includes faith, association with devotees, and practicing devotional service. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya LL 8.68. For self-realization or God-realization there is no need to take birth in a high family. The only thing needed is development of ecstatic love of God. For achieving perfection in Krishna consciousness, no qualification is required other than to be constantly engaged in the loving service of Krishna, the supreme nectar, the reservoir of all pleasure. Krishna Book, Chapter 47. Whoever hears of our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pilgrimage to various holy places attains the riches of very deep ecstatic love. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya LL 9.360. When a devotee is always intensely affected by love for Krishna in a direct relationship with him or even a little apart from him, his status is called existential ecstatic love. Nectar of Devotion, Chapter 28. When a devotee is found to be always associated with the Lord in ecstatic love, it is to be understood that such a position has been awarded by the Lord himself out of his causeless extraordinary mercy. Nectar of Devotion, Chapter 19. The ecstasy of transcendental love has 2 components: the context and the cause of the excitement. The context is also divided into 2 parts: the subject and the object. The exchange of devotional service is the subject, and Krishna is the object. The transcendental qualities are the causes of excitement. This means that the transcendental qualities of Krishna excite the devotee to serve him. The impersonal MYVD philosophers say that the absolute truth has no specific qualities, but the Vaishnava philosophers say that the absolute truth is described as nirguna, without qualities, because he has no material qualities. Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Chapter 1. The ecstatic symptoms manifest in the external body of a person in ecstatic love are called udsvara by learned scholars. Some of these are a slackening of the belt and a dropping of clothes and hair. Others are bodily contortions, yawning, a trembling of the front portion of the nostrils, heavy breathing, hiccuping and falling down and rolling on the ground. These are the external manifestations of emotional love. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya LL 23.51. Those things which awaken ecstatic love are called udpana. Mainly this awakening is made possible by the qualities and activities of Krishna, as well as by his mode of decoration and the way his hair is arranged. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya LL 23.51. Apparently Prahlada Arya was placed in circumstances in which he was always tortured by his father. In such material conditions, one cannot have an undisturbed mind, but since bhakti is unconditional, ahaituki apradat, Prahlada Arya was never disturbed by the chastisements of Hiranyakapu. On the contrary, the bodily symptoms of his ecstatic love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead turned the minds of his friends, who had also been born in atheistic families. Armad Bh Gavatam 7.4. 42. When there are dealings between Krishna and his friends which are completely devoid of any feelings of respect and they all treat one another on an equal level, such ecstatic love in friendship is called sthya. When one is situated in this confidential friendly relationship with Krishna, one shows symptoms of love such as attraction, affection, affinity and attachment. An example of STHY was exhibited when Arjuna told Akira, "My dear son of Jindin, please ask Krishna when I shall be able to embrace him in my arms." Nectar of Devotion, Chapter 42. The bodily beauty of our Krishna is like a wave in the ocean of eternal youth. In that great ocean is the whirlpool of the awakening of ecstatic love. The vibration of Krishna's flute is like a whirlwind, and the flickering minds of the gopas are like straws and dry leaves. After they fall down in the whirlwind, they never rise again but remain eternally at the lotus feet of Krishna. Kaitanya Karatam Ta, Madhya LL 21.113